big box. That must mean you have big blaster inside. Well, this is a review that's been a while in the making. I did have plans to pick this up. At least I did last year when at Toy Fair 2016 it was known as the Rebel Platinum Bow. And I was very, very excited because it was a giant bow that shot giant Nerf arrows, and who doesn't want something like that? It kind of reminded me of the bow from Monster Hunter, which, you know, got me really excited, and then it never came out. Ever. And, well, obviously that didn't happen because now I'm standing here holding the Nerf Sport Dude Perfect bow. It's huge. It's not pink and white. And it's got Dude Perfect on it. Now, I will assume if you are watching this video on the internet, you have a casual understanding of what Dude Perfect is. And they are a YouTube channel that does like trick shot things, and they really, really hit their mark with the Nerf blaster trick shot stuff. And they have their own Nerf line. In fact, they have like frisbees and balls and all this other stuff where you could recreate your own Dude Perfect kind of sitting there throwing a thing into a hoop until it actually works. This is supposed to be like that. It even comes with a little target that you stick in the ground, so at least it's massive, and it should functionally be the same thing. It does have a range claim of to 105 feet, and I'm actually hoping that this thing is good. I even bought the extra arrow pack for $9 for 3 arrows. That's $3 an arrow, and I'm hoping it's good because I want to actually run it at a war. And I mean, the bow is $60, which is entirely too expensive for a bow, which is essentially hollow plastic in a vehicle for a string to shoot an arrow. But the only reason I have this one is special thanks to Adam, who donated the entire amount to buy this blaster during a live stream I had, which is awesome. I really tried to talk myself out of getting this thing and buying a crossbolt dreadbolt instead, and that didn't happen. I said I was going to do the bow, and I'm going to do the bow, and I'm really hoping it's good, but I'm starting to have my doubts. I haven't seen a review on this yet, but for some reason, I just have a feeling, with all the other bows that I've tried, except for like the tribute bow, I have a feeling that this is going to be, it's going to be no bueno. But what do I know? I haven't even opened the box yet. I'm really hoping that this is as freakishly big as I think it is. I have no idea, and no, I don't have a table or a wide lens enough camera to actually show off the unboxing of this thing, so you just have to kind of take my word for it, but here it comes. I really hope those arrows are longer on your end. That's not too bad. And they're shorter than I thought, but that's like real arrow length. I was hoping they were going to be huge. I mean, these, oh. Ooh. A little more unboxing is required. Well, here's one of the arrows. It's pretty big. They are made of like a rubbery kind of fletching on the back of it, and a very, very thin plastic shaft. I don't think this was worth my $9 for 3. And the heads are compressible. I don't think they advertise shooting anybody with these things, but I think they'll be okay. I'll test it with Barrett or Jake or something like that, but yeah, that's okay. I wish the arrows were longer. I was hoping they were going to be like that long. I was hoping they were going to be massive lances that I could shoot out of the bow. They're okay. You get 2 of them with the bow. I mean, I don't like the shafts. I think the second this gets stepped on, it's dead, which sucks. And it's, again, $9 for 3 of them. Okay, let's get the target out next, because I'm sure that's the thing everybody's excited for. The Dude Perfect target. Behold, for I carry the staff of DP. I'm sorry, can't make that joke with a straight face. This is the actual kind of target, and it's actually not, well, you know, it's not badly made or anything like that. It's a little floppy, but I think the best part is, and I haven't done this yet, but it looks like if you hit the center, it pops apart. awesome. That's actually not bad, especially if the target actually has the ability to pop open like that. Like if it actually hits an arrow from 90 feet away and still does that. That's going to be interesting. All right, time for the main course. Comes with a bolt. I guess the screws just for like an afterthought? I mean, I don't know, that clicked in there pretty good. That's never coming back out, by the way. Oh yeah, check out that super adjustable sight. I'm sure I'm gonna be using the crap out of that. Well, amazingly, the actual area for the grip is almost too small. But it does look freaking cool. But of course, it's just a giant mass of essentially hollow plastic, which is, again, for $60, that's just a lot of plastic, but it's huge. And it does look cool. And if you'd put a shield on it or something, oh, holy crap, it's actually like a recurve bow. And it has a pop-up sight, or pop-up, I'm guessing that's like an arrow rest. Huh. Please be good. All right. The maiden test of the held upside down bow. There we go. Well, it's like a bow. It's got some actually pretty massive looking rollers in there. It's like the world's cheap compound. I can't believe that grip is almost not big enough. That's almost comical. I guess if you wanted to hold it like that, but then why would they have this separate piece of plastic here? It's horrible. But we're gonna give this a shot. I was going to put up the target and penetrate it twice with an arrow. However, it's too weak to stick into the ground because the ground is all dried up. So we're gonna notch an arrow there. Oh, it actually holds in. How about that? We are going to, well, I should actually do this right-handed. Well, that was okay. I mean, it fires. It's about the best we could hope for. It's not exactly a quick reload or super impressive. Let's try to arc it. It's not bad, but it's not that great either. Let's try this again. So we take an arrow, dump it back through there, grab it, fire. That's not very good range. I mean, it's not terrible, but that's not like 105 feet. That's about, I'm within dart distance at that range, so, I mean, it's cool that you can hit people with an arrow, but that is not good enough range to outrange an actual blaster. That is definitely dart getting hit range. Would be fun if the bow wasn't so physically freaking massive, and it would cost you, well, I'm $70 deep for 5 arrows. So, do the math. I guess it's cool because these arrows are, you know, about arrow length as opposed to the Nerf arrows, like the Rebel ones, the ones with the crossbolt, Dreadbolt, I don't know why I keep saying crossbolt shoots. But, I'm not really all that impressed. If it was like at 130, 140 foot range on the box, well, they wouldn't sell it. But I can fling a zing arrow about twice the distance one of these things would go, which is a little disappointing because it's a massive projectile and it's a bow. So for it to be useful for anything other than trick shots, it would need to actually clear some distance, and it doesn't. It's usable, and It's probably the closest analog you would get to actually flinging a regular-sized, safer foam arrow towards a possibly human target. But, I mean, you could also just make, you know, like amped guard arrows or LARP arrows, which are reasonably safe. And you could use any bow with those for the most part. And even if you want to just buy one and string it up yourself, it would cost you way less than buying the Dude Perfect one. It is cool that it's like a compound bow, which is actually really interesting, but that doesn't increase the thing so much. Oh, it's cool. There's a lot of tautness on that string, and the little pop-up sight thing is rather nifty, but it's really expensive to get the ammo. The ammo doesn't seem to be all that durable, and it doesn't really hit performance marks. Would I use this in a Nerf war? Definitely, because I'm an idiot. But I don't know if it's necessarily important that you run out right now and pick one of these things up for $60 and then spend, you know, another 30 on enough arrows to actually run it for a round. I mean, I'll have a total of 5, which is not good enough at all. And it's a little disappointing. And the target thing, while it's reasonably cool, and it does have a little pop-out center, which is kind of awesome, it is not strong enough at all. It's very, very flimsy and hollow plastic for me to actually put it in the ground right now. It's summer, and even in Washington, it's summer, so the ground is all dry now. So there's not really a whole lot I can give this a recommendation for. I wanted to like this thing a lot, but I was really hoping that the velocity would be better than what it is. I mean, I should have realized that the 105-foot range claim, well, like, the Rebel bows claimed 100-foot range claims, so yeah, shooting a way smaller projectile than this, but still, it's like, the only thing I could recommend this for is if you have more money than brain cells and you really want to use a Nerf bow at, like, a real-ish bow. But even if you went that route, it had to, like, I guess it has to be Nerf, because you could also just, again, make a LARP arrow or something and have a better time than this. It's cool, it's massive. I think that's the coolest thing, is that it's how physically massive this thing is. It's intimidating, and that's about it. Let me know what you think about the Dude Perfect bow down in the comments section below. I'm a little torn on this one, because I do like it to a degree, but I don't like it enough to want to buy a whole bunch more arrows. And I'm really hoping these go on sales for like $3 or $4 a piece. Then I'll probably buy a lot more and actually field the thing a lot better. But again, anybody with like a lightly modded retaliator is going to hit you. So yeah, not the best idea, but let me know what you think about this bow down in the comment section below. If you have any ideas on what to do with it, I don't think this thing would necessarily take modding all that well. And I honestly wish, with the whole folding system right here, that they kept that in the design of the bow, because then you could fold it up and you could put it away, and again, it would be very much like the Monster Hunter bow. And I might actually mod it to do that better, because that would be fun. But that's about the only mod I see wanting to do with this thing. But yeah, I'm not Dude Perfect, I'm Walcom S7, but thank you very much for watching this video anyway. And of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different one.